You found the home. Now what? Well, by now you've been pre-qualified for your financing, you've done your initial due diligence, and are now ready to make an offer. Well, this is where your real estate agent begins to do the heavy lifting. They will prepare your offer in the form of a purchase contract. This is a legally binding, highly detailed contract with all of the conditions that you agree to relating to the purchase of the property. Now, this includes not only the offer amount, but also the contingencies that you want and need in place, such as securing your financing, acceptable inspections, and appraisals. Now, these contingencies protect you throughout the purchase process in the event of a circumstance surfaces that may cause you to want to get out or cancel that contract. Now, submitting the offer, well, it's only the initial step. The seller will review your offer and initially accept it as written, or will counter it with any changes that they want to see before they will accept it. This offer-counter-offer process, well, it can happen multiple times before the deal is either mutually acceptable or rejected outright. Your purchase contract or offer will be submitted to the seller, accompanied by that pre-qualification document that was provided by your lender, and a sum of money from you, the buyer, usually in the form of a personal check that is referred to as earnest money. The amount of earnest money can vary, but generally it's around 3% of the purchase offer. Once all of the negotiations have concluded and the contract is accepted by both parties, the earnest money is then sent to an escrow company, where it will remain until either the closing of the transaction or cancellation of the agreement. The escrow company serves as a neutral third party to both the buyer and the seller in the transaction. Should there be a cancellation of the contract, depending upon the circumstance, the earnest money will be distributed to whichever party is entitled to it per the terms of the contract. Once the contract is agreed upon and mutually accepted, a clock begins to run for you, the buyer, to do the next round of due diligence. The first 5 to 10 days in this period are the most critical. Within this time frame, the buyer must have all of the home's inspections completed, review and agree and accept to the HOA's covenants, controls, and restrictions, if applicable, and have the home appraisal completed, and review the seller's property disclosure statement. Each of these is to ensure that you, the buyer, has all of the critical information you need on this property. Many of the contingencies contained in the contract are dependent upon discoveries made to this point. This is the point where deals can either fall through or end up being renegotiated. Your real estate professional will guide you through this sometimes stressful process to ensure that you are completely protected throughout, with your interest and protection at heart. Next week's topic, we're going to talk about the escrow process. So please remember, if you like this tutorial, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again next week. If you need to contact me, you can call, text, or email me. The information's above.